So, Sarah, we talked about the communicative OSCE yesterday. Let's talk about technical or skilled OSCE.
Yeah.
So, how did you prepare for that?
So for the skilled OSCEs, when I went to ODA in India for the coaching, I learned all the tasks of skilled OSCEs there. I practiced there till I was doing the coaching, and then once I had my home setup done here, I used to practice at home before the exam. Yeah.
That's good. So, and what do you think is the most important thing in qualifying technical OSCE?
So I think it's more about you have to follow all the steps, okay? Because they are looking at you, at each and every step they are marking you. But the most important part is, I think, the infection control, because as soon as those 10 minutes start, they start observing your infection control right from the moment when you start washing your hands. So I think that's the day, and all those skilled OSCEs are the task where they look for the infection control.
Right. And there are so many steps in technical OSCE as well. You have to remember all of those steps. So, did you use any trick to remember those?
Yes, so it's I made it a habit that whenever I am doing or practicing any skilled OSCE, I used to remember and repeat all the steps in my head. And as soon as, like in those 3 minutes, I used to do this, I observe this stuff and everything. And I used to repeat in my head, okay, I'm gonna do this, and after this step, I'm gonna do this. And once those 10 minutes start, still I'll repeat those steps in my head before performing each step.
And how do you prepare for OSCE at your home?
So for the technical or skilled OSCEs, I didn't have everything, like you cannot have X-ray tube and everything at your home. But as I said, I used to write all the steps and then repeat it in my head. And then for like LA task or perio task or CPR, I asked my husband, I asked you to just check if I'm following all the steps and I'm doing it correctly.
Right. So, you used to hand over a list to me and you used to ask me to check those. How did that help you? Like, how does that help in preparing?
Yes, so it helps because if you miss any step, because they'll be marking you on each and every step, then you can improve on that in your next practice or in next set. Because yes, you have to follow all the steps, and you have to be very calm in a skilled OSCE. No, there should be no rush while you are performing those tasks.
Right. And so, would you recommend this to anyone who's practicing at home?
Absolutely, absolutely. See, you don't have to go to an academy every time for these skilled OSCEs, because once you know how to perform it, that's it. It will be with you forever. But what you have to do is actually to make a list of all the steps for each task, and whenever you are just practicing at home or with your friends, then repeat those steps. That is very helpful.
And get them to mark you on it as well, when observe you while you are doing it as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that works. That worked for me. Yeah.
All right. You talked about staying calm during OSCE. You have to do so many things. How can you stay calm?
Yes, so once it comes, I think, with the practice, I would say. But the examiner is standing there like very close to you sometimes, and they are observing each and every movement of yours. So you have to behave like you are in your clinic, dealing with the patient very calmly. Take your sweet time, not like waste the time, but take your sweet time and don't rush, don't panic, because when you will start panicking, it's where you will do things wrong.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.